Sand, one of the least expensive materials known to man, ridiculously abundant in some form or fashion in almost every locale on Earth. Are we running out of it? Sand extraction in the Mekong Delta is literally becoming an ecological disaster, threatening the lives and food supply of over 500,000 people and more than 800 species of animals. According to the conservation charity World Wildlife Fund and the Mekong River Commission, the bed of the two main channels of the Mekong Delta lost between 2 and 3 meters since 1990. Sand dredging destroys aquatic ecosystems, increases salination, and can undermine the entire banks of rivers. This can also cause flooding and additional erosion during rainy seasons. Who is buying the sand? Why are they buying it? Aren't there ginormous deserts they could just take it from? The answer to all of these questions are closely interrelated. Most of the sand is being bought by China and has been being used to make concrete to fuel China's massive building projects over the last 2 decades. Singapore and other countries are also purchasing Mekong sand in order to bulk up their land masses. Singapore alone has increased its landmass 20% since 1965. Unfortunately, desert sand, which China and several other countries have in great abundance, is unsuitable for making traditional concrete. The grains are too smooth and fine to make durable and lasting cement. Vietnam, Laos, Cambodia, Kenya, and India have all had problems with the overconsumption of sand, and their respective authorities have started working to end the overexploitation of this natural resource. Vietnam and Cambodia officially banned sand exports from the Mekong River in 2000 and 2017, respectively. Yet, on the internet, Mekong River sand is advertised in orders from 20,000 to 200,000 tons. Are we really running out of sand? Most experts agree that there is plenty of the appropriate type of sand. The issue is that it is in locations that make it much harder to access and therefore much more expensive to mine. The UN recently passed a resolution on mineral resource governance, which in part aims to reduce the global impact of sand mining. But without governmental vigilance and local legislation, it will be very hard to enforce. With our use of concrete unlikely to wane anytime in the near future, scientists are working on alternatives to concrete which can make use of the Earth's abundance of desert sand. One of the more promising of these products is called finite. The production of finite requires about half the CO2 emissions that regular concrete does and is nearly as strong. In countries with large supplies of desert sand, finite can become a more environmentally friendly alternative to concrete. Now, on the decidedly non-sanctioned side of this metaphorical line in the sand, there have been numerous documented murders committed by criminal groups engaging in illegal mining and sand theft. In 2013, a farmer in India was gunned down for vocally opposing a criminal group engaging in sand theft. The world was and still is in an uproar over blood diamonds, which is a good thing. But perhaps we should turn a bit of our disgust and indignation towards the procurement of the lowliest of crystalline substances, sand.